Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this because everybody is talking about this right now. Breaking: Trump on meeting with Putin. Something will come of it, he says. Let's hope for a peace deal. Now, if there's going to be peace, that's great for crypto because crypto doesn't like conflict. You see that every time conflict breaks out somewhere in the world, Bitcoin comes crashing down, taking the rest of the market with it. If there's going to be peace now going forward, that's going to be very bullish for crypto. But nothing has come of this yet. There's been no word on where this meeting went. And I see a lot of people creating fake news around this right now. Until we get solid news, I'm not going to even speculate on what happened between the president and Putin. But I will definitely keep you up to date. This comes from Vet. We need an XRP Ledger forensics group. If you lose XRP due to a scam, there is literally no one ready that can help freeze funds at exchanges or blacklist addresses in time. We have to figure this out. And I agree, too many people are losing their crypto. But Daniel, CEO of the XRP Ledger Keller, pointed out to the XRP Ledger Firewall. Now, this is not live yet. This still has to be voted on, I believe. So imagine waking up to find your XRP drained from your account. It's a risk every self-custody holder faces, but we think we can help alleviate some of that concern. Introducing the XRP Ledger Firewall, a simple, user-friendly security feature designed to protect your XRP, even if your private key or seed phrase is compromised. You won't need to change the wallet you use today. Firewall will integrate seamlessly into your current setup, and an intuitive UI will guide you through a quick and easy setup process. Best of all, it's designed to protect you without disrupting your day-to-day usage. Now, when I first mentioned this a while back, people didn't like the idea of it. But here's the way I look at it. A lot of new investors are coming into crypto for the very first time. And if there's a way that they can 100% secure their crypto and avoid being scammed, then they're going to be in crypto for a very long time. But if people come into this space and they get scammed out of their crypto, a lot of them walk away from crypto and they never return. It's the same reason I thought this was a great idea as well. Ripple and XRP Ledger Labs joined Digital Asset Recovery Protocol DRE Alliance. This brings Ripple and Hedera together. Also brings Ripple and Algorand together. So DRE Alliance aims to standardize and expedite how digital assets can be recovered in the Web3 industry, especially for crypto non-experts, people new to crypto. And again, people didn't like the idea of this either. But you got to remember, you've been here a while. You're used to crypto. You're used to moving crypto from one place to another without losing it. People that are new to crypto, they don't understand that yet. So there has to be safeguards in place. Everybody wants mass adoption in crypto, but they don't want all the things that can make that happen. And I'm a fan of this because I get questions all day long. How do I move my crypto from here to here? What if I lose my crypto during the process? And you can't be there with somebody when you're explaining how to move from the exchange to your wallet. You can't be there step by step. You don't know what they're clicking on. So if there's safeguards in place, at least people won't be losing their crypto. That's the way I look at it. Brad Garlinghouse has not tweeted for over a week. I expect a bombshell news to drop very soon. Everybody's wondering where Brad Garlinghouse is right now. I always looked at it like this. Brad has a lot of things going on. You know, Ripple's making acquisitions. They're always building out and growing. I'm sure Brad will make a big announcement at some point because he hasn't even talked about the case ending yet. And when it drops, I'm sure the price of XRP will pump when that happens. Singapore is taking tokenization from pilots to real-world adoption, advancing regulated finance with greater access, efficiency, and market maturity. Fiona Murray, VP and Managing Director, APAC at Ripple, shares insights on how progressive regulation and blockchain innovation on the XRP Ledger are driving this shift. And we're not just going to see tokenization coming out of the United States. We're going to see tokenization happening in other countries as well. But what did they mention? Regulations. Everybody wants these regulations as soon as tomorrow. This way they could get tokenization going. Right now it's happening at a very small level because of the lack of regulations. Even here in the United States, once regulations are in place, that green lights tokenization as well. Then we're going to start to see a lot of onboarding of new value, but it's going to come from all different countries. This is going to be a global event. But again, we're still waiting on those regulations. Uber drivers, no, XRP is the one, says analyst. So industry commenters confirm how real-life encounters suggest XRP is gaining mainstream acceptance, even among Uber drivers. In a recent episode on the Unchained podcast featuring, I can't even say that name, the conversation turned to identifying mania signals that indicate widespread adoption. So Leshner, CEO of Superstate, compared the phenomenon to the tech boom of the late 1990s, when everyone seemed to be talking about one thing. In his own observation, he noted that he had taken multiple Uber rides in which drivers were actively trading XRP. He noted that this reoccurring experience highlights growing urgency among everyday investors. But other people are saying that's not true, that they put this to the test, and that Uber drivers, only one of them knew what XRP was. Here's the way I look at it. I know for a fact people are coming around to crypto ever since the election. People I talked to about crypto a few years ago are asking me about crypto. And family members are even asking me about crypto now. But for the last couple of years, you'd mention crypto and right away people didn't want to hear it. But now because it's being talked about on the mainstream media news, people are waking up to it. And it's not just XRP. I've had people ask me what I think about XDC, what I think about HBAR, what I think about cryptocurrencies I never even heard of. But that shows you that we are starting to see the momentum pick up for mass adoption later. But we're not going to see true mass adoption until after institutional adoption happens. What's going on right now? The banks are now allowed to get involved with crypto. That will lead to mass adoption. Why? Because people don't see value in crypto unless someone like the bank is offering it. If the bank's offering crypto right away, that's solid. I got to get invested in the crypto. You talk about crypto and they're like, crypto has no value. It's magical internet money and it's not for me. You see why you need the institutions to bring in mass adoption. And David Schwartz said institutional adoption is going to happen within 12 to 24 months. And he said that like 6 months ago. So it's going to happen most likely over the course of the next 9 to 18 months. But I even believe that will happen with regulations. Once regulations are in place, that will greenlight the institutions as well. Over 6,500 pharmacies can now gain access to XRP payment solution via Logistics Health. So Wellgistics Health, a leader in pharmaceutical distribution and AI-powered prescription services, has launched its XRP Ledger-powered XRP implementation program. This initiative brings blockchain-based payment capabilities via the XRP Ledger to over 6,500 independent pharmacies and 200 manufacturers across the United States. This is big. The program enables pharmacies to pay for products instantly, reduce transaction fees, and bypass traditional banking and credit card networks. Sounds like they're going to utilize XRP. The rollout, announced on August 13th, integrates with Xrpl, an e-commerce and ERP system. It provides real-time transaction management, onboarding, and reporting tailored to the healthcare industry. The platform ensures compliance with HIPAA and anti-money laundering regulations while offering encrypted and traceable payments. Pharmacies are coming on chain. That's huge. And the fact that they're bringing this to the XRP Ledger, it's just absolutely massive. Think about all the prescriptions that get filled on a daily basis. This is going to be very big, and it's something that's going to continue to add value year over year. This comes from Wrath of Common. The U.S. Treasury Department's Treasury Borrowing Advisory Committee issued a report on stablecoins in April. Ripple's RLUSD is noted, as is its backing. They are attending to the technology. So you see, cash and U.S. Treasury-backed coins, USDC, RLUSD, PYUSD. Reserves primarily include a combination of deposits, USTs, private credit, gold, and other, and/or Bitcoin. Diversified asset-backed coins, and you see Tether, XAUT, and KAU. Crypto-collateralized stablecoins, DAI, SUSD, LUSD, and so on. But the reason why RLUSD is going to gain a lot of momentum is because Ripple plans to have an audit every 3 months. Plus, they can show that their stablecoin is actually backed by US dollars, not backed by imaginary Bitcoin and this and that like Tether, printing and minting USDT out of thin air just to prop up the price of Bitcoin. That's why I think RLUSD is going to gain a lot of momentum, not only this year, but going into next year. There's a really good chance that RLUSD will be in the top 3 by then. Then it will go on to become the #1 stablecoin as well. But everything takes time. And Ripple, they're just on a spree of minting more and more RLUSD. But if you take notice, it's not a billion at a time like Tether. And that's because it is actually backed by something. You know that it's a solid stable coin. It's not going to lose its peg. And that's just going to add more value to XRP later, because XRP is going to be needed to move RLUSD. Every single stablecoin will need a bridge. And that's the way I look at XRP versus stablecoins. XRP is going to rise to become the world's bridge currency. And until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.